Welcome everyone to another episode of XWA Live. 3X with the call here inside of Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, where we await the arrival of two new ladies to the XWA Diamond Division who will be making their debuts here tonight, but will also be partaking in the upcoming Warfield Invitational tournament and approaching the ring. This is Abigail Rooker, and if you take a look at her scouting report, this woman here is arguably one of the toughest females to ever set foot in the XWA's Diamond Division. Former bounty hunter, martial artist, amateur boxing champion. This woman here knows how to fight, and she certainly came to the right place to get one. Certainly no stranger to the squared circle either, having several stints within the independent circuit before signing on with the XWA, and this is the beginning of her journey. And this will also be the new beginning of her opponent's journey. This woman here goes by the name of Sierra K, and that first name might be familiar to those of you who have been with the XWA throughout the EFED era. As you can see on the scouting report, Sierra K has the distinction of being the only female graduate of the School of Hardcore, the legendary wrestling academy founded by the king himself, Riot, that has saw graduates including current world heavyweight champion Christian Phoenix, Kevin Lassiter, and even Tyson Blackheart, to name a few. Sierra K, once going by the name or ring alias of Sierra Hyde Easton, has made her return for her second stint within the XWA under her true name, and as I stated earlier, will also be taking part in the Warfield Invitational. But right now, a bit of a preview of the opposition that she may face within that tournament, as Kay and Rooker go right to work on each other here in the opening portions of this match. And that was a stiff snap kick there, roundhouse right to the chin of Abigail. And Kay following up with a German suplex. I think it's pretty self-explanatory what it is that you can expect from a graduate of the School of Hardcore. A well-rounded and aggressive style, but that's not to say that Abigail Rooker isn't well-rounded and aggressive herself either. These two, even though, ouch, stiff spinning elbow right there, but even though they've come from different walks of life, from different disciplines, these two are probably two of the most evenly matched competitors that you will see in the Warfield Invitational. 16 women have already been named to be a part of this tournament. An upcoming announcement will be made to introduce them all to the XWA universe. Kay's been quite busy in her time away from professional wrestling, a stunt woman and also a swimwear model as well. Kind of opposite sides of the spectrum there. Over 1 million followers on her Instagram account as well. She has definitely garnered a great deal of popularity outside of the ring, which of course would beg to ask the question, why come back? She made that very clear earlier when she told me she came back because she owes it to Papa, so to speak. Obviously a nickname she must have for her mentor Riot. And the fact that there are too many other women out here in the XWA claiming themselves to be queens. If there's anyone who owns that distinction, it would be the one who is trained by a king. So a statement being made early on by Sierra Kay, not only to the other competitors in the Warfield Invitational tournament, but to the entire Diamond Division roster as a whole. However, right now, Abigail Rooker's actions are speaking a hell of a lot louder than Sierra Kay's words. That was a sick enziguri in the corner. And now Rooker has Kay dazed and confused as she's looking to pull off something big here. Falling Falcon Arrow. Sierra Kay face first to the match. And Abigail Rooker up to the top turnbuckle and dropping the elbow. Hooking the leg now. Going for the cover. 2. And 2 count only for Abigail Rooker. She can't believe it. And neither can the City of Brotherly Love. There's a lot of offense she dished out right there to not get the pinfall. And just like that, Sierra Kay firing back. Jawbreaker counter into the corner and a series of kicks right to the chest of Abigail Rooker. And follows up with a drop kick. Pinned into that corner there. Abigail had nowhere to go and took a whole lot of impact. And now takes a combination of strikes. Oh! And a modified jawbreaker. Sierra calls that the KO. Get it? KO. Only gets a 2 count for her troubles, however, but that was a perfect setup for something even bigger here. How about a second rope senton? Sierra Kay regaining momentum here off of that flurry of strikes and that KO. Both of these ladies, as was documented in the scouting report earlier, consummate martial artists as well. Something to take notice of, especially if you're someone like, say, Sonia Robbins, or a Haley Jonas, or an Alexia Leone. And speaking of Leone, Abigail Rooker taking a page out of her book with that series of punches. Of course, Rooker, an amateur boxing champion as well. She can throw the hands just as well as she can throw the feet. And right now she's back on the top turnbuckle and dropping another elbow. A signature maneuver she calls the Nightfall. And is it enough? No. Still not enough for a 3 count. And once again, Rooker in the face of the referee questioning the cadence of that call. But she's going to have to get focused back on this match and find somewhere to finish the job. Second rope after the scoop slam, and Rooker answers Sierra Kay with a second rope senton splash of her own. Like I said, these two women so very evenly matched. Rooker now going for another cover, however. And still just gets a count of 2 off of that power slam. And Abigail now immediately on the attack once again. Wisely enough, refocusing herself on her opponent and not arguing with the referee. And Abigail answering back once again with a kicking flurry of her own. And a drop kick. A little bit of one-ups womanship going on in the ring right now. This is amazing. Sierra Kay counter arm drag and a second KO. Out of nowhere. And now what she got planned here, we might be seeing one of her brand new tricks. Kay calls this one laid to rest. An homage to the name of her mentor's infamous finisher, the 6 feet under. And is Abigail Rooker dead on arrival? No. Rooker gets the shoulder up and lives to fight another day, or at least for a few more moments in this match, as Kay, wow, bouncing off of that rope with the Asai moonsault. A glancing blow, but effective nonetheless, as it kept Rooker down long enough for the follow. And that follow comes in the form of a difference maker, pulling a page out of the King's book with that cutter. And now, Irish whip into the corner by Kay. Abigail Rooker right now is groggy. She is slowed down by this offense, and it's about to get worse. Kay to the top. Super backdrop. Tremendous impact on that move, and it doesn't look as if Sierra Kay is done by a long shot here. Top turnbuckle. And dropping the guillotine leg drop. 2. And no, another 2 count. But once again, Sierra Kay going with a signature maneuver of Riot's. She is definitely incorporating a lot more into her repertoire. And there goes a Michinoku driver with a cover. Only another 2 count. Rapid fire pin attempts here by Sierra Kay, just trying to apply as much pressure as possible on her opponent. And she might be going for another leg to rest here. Or maybe not. No. This is another new move she's told me about earlier. She calls it the K-Slayer. This is a wicked submission maneuver, and she has got this thing locked in. Pressure to the joints, the shoulders, the elbows, the triceps, and the neck. This is pretty much an identical submission maneuver to David Faith's Sunrise Submission 5, just with a different application. But Sierra Kay has got this thing locked in. But no, Rooker fighting her way out of it with a series of knees. And oh my goodness! She definitely took offense to that hold. Knocking Kay out of the ring, and what she got planned here. Abigail Rooker over the top. And a springboard plancha. It goes without saying that the city of Philadelphia is definitely one of the biggest wrestling towns in the world. Home once to the legendary ECW arena. The fans in Philly know wrestling, and they are certainly getting some high quality action here in this match. Irish whip now, and a Meteora by Rooker into a cover, but only another 2 count for her troubles. But have a look at Sierra Kay kipping back up to her feet like she was shot out of a cannon, and dodging in with a series of clotheslines, and then that snap kick right to the jaw. And now Kay perched on that second turnbuckle again, looking for some aerial offense, and delivers with that flying forearm shot. The versatility and athleticism of both of these women on display in this match is absolutely amazing. You would think that either of them, oh my God, wow, moonsault from the top into a cover, and only another 2 count, oh my goodness. Like I said, you would think either of these ladies would be a favorite to win the tournament, as Sierra Kay, another laid to rest. And another pin attempt. 1, 2, no. What's it gonna take? What is it going to take to get a pinfall in this match? Will this match ever freaking end? I don't think anybody wants it to end. But as I was saying, the caliber of talent that you see in Abigail Rooker and Sierra Kay is only scratching the surface of the grid of 16 that will be partaking in the Warfield Invitational tournaments. You will see that all soon enough. But right now, Abigail Rooker with a counter, series of kidney shots, knocking Kay off of the top, and then following in with a flying elbow drop. And now Abigail's gonna try once again to put this one away. She calls this one Bad Seed down. And Kay is down. But she isn't gonna stay that way. Another kick out. And the match continues. Elbow shot right there by Rooker. Kay following up, answering back with a shot of her own. And now they're trading blows. Kick to the gut right there. Rooker seems to have gained the upper hand. No, Kay now with another right hand. Another right hand by Rooker. Elbow by Kay. And now a series of lefts. Kick to the gut by Rooker. And oh my God. She calls that the cannon spike. And I call that a victory. Abigail Rooker picks up the win in her debut match. But as we take a look at the replay, both of these women showed us something here tonight in Philly. They showed the entire Diamond Division something. This is the face of the next crop of the XWA Diamond Division. And I think everyone who has already been established needs to be taking notes on what it is that they've got ahead of them. Ahead of these two women specifically will be the Warfield Invitational. And will we see these two specifically face off against each other in that tournament? If it were to happen, it would be in the later rounds. But seeing just how much passion, how much energy these two women put out here in this ring in an exhibition match. Imagine the intensity that will take place when everything is on the line. We will find out that possibility soon enough when the Warfield Invitational begins.